Everybody's talking about COPPA or COPPA or the child protection laws that are affecting all these creators, including myself on YouTube. It's actually affected us to the point where I have been reluctant to make videos because I've been weighing my options and seeing what's going on in other people in the communities or formats from the videos from which I make. And it's crazy. It's really hard to get good information because nobody knows what's going on with the situation 100%. I mean, the FCC does, obviously. They have a statement which has been released on their homepage which breaks it down pretty well if you go and read it, which I've done. It kind of tells you the do's and the don'ts for what you're doing with your channel. And I've been looking at my content I've put up so far, and I've always wanted to make it clear that this is a channel for older people, obviously. You know, we got cussing on here, we make short horror films, I watch horror movies, talk about horror movies. Never have I tried to solicit towards a younger audience. Obviously, I play Magic the Gathering, and I have content related to that on my channel, but you know, that's for all ages, and that's been around since the 90s. So sometimes, you know, there's kids in my videos when I'm out playing in the wild and stuff like that. So obviously, when this whole FCC crackdown that starts on January 1st started getting steam, and it's coming. So we've made some decisions here on the Peach moving forward with our channel, because I've set my channel to not for kids. My content is not for kids. I hate doing that because I hate excluding anyone from watching my content that wants to watch my content. I've tried to keep it, you know, just straight, basic, forward, what I'm doing, what I think about it, telling you to make your own decisions. But the fine can be up to $42,000, and people are already starting to feel the effects of this on their channels. I've seen people getting shut down, people scared and shutting their own channels down. I don't want to do that. I put too much work into this to just give up because of this. I just have to alter a couple of things on my channel to distinguish myself, to make sure that it's clear that I'm making this stuff for an older audience. So over the next couple of days, you're going to see some changes on the channel. The first one, regrettably, is that all of my previous live streams regarding the Lego series, those are leaving the channel. So if you enjoyed those particular videos, you only have a day or two to see those before they're gone forever. They don't have too many views on them, so I'm not too worried about deleting them. But after reviewing my stuff and talking to some people, that's pretty much the main thing that I have that worries us moving forward, that could be reviewed by the FCC as being catered towards children, because Lego is considered a toy. So those are just gonna go for the safety of us in this channel. A couple of my other live streams, I've also decided, you know, if they're under 10 views, I'm probably just gonna let those go. That way that the channel is more streamlined moving forward, and you can get to my other videos that are more well received easier. So probably the Dead Rising ones are gonna go. I'm gonna look at the God of War ones and decide maybe. So if you enjoyed those, I'm sorry, but moving forward, I'm trying to make things easier for everybody. The only other thing I'm concerned about that nobody's really addressing is the box openings I have on my channel for the Magic the Gathering cards. I'm monitoring the situation closely to see, because I watch tons of other channels that have unboxings, and they're not making any kind of comments about it. So I'm guessing they're just doing it from the standpoint that they're demonstrating a product, which we're kind of doing, and you know, in our videos we go over the financials a lot of the times, so I'm thinking we're good there. So I'm just keeping my eyes open. If that turns out to start being a problem for some people, then we'll stop, and those will also disappear from the channel. So crossing my fingers that that doesn't have to be the case. But other than that, after reviewing the rest of my content, everything else falls in line pretty much with what's going on, and I feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff moving forward. Also, to distinguish ourselves a little bit more on the adult side, we're gonna get a little bit edgier, I guess you would say, because when we were doing this channel at first, you know, we wanted to, once again, we were trying to cater to everybody. I'm not trying to offend anybody or say things that would, you know, trigger people in a negative way. But now, since I'm set to the definitely for adults, I have no reason to filter that as much, because that already affects your monetization quite a bit. So I'm already segregated to this group of very small advertisers that we'll work with. So I don't have to edit myself as much. So I guess that's a positive for you guys, because it's going to be more realistic of how I really am, because in real life, unfortunately, I kind of cuss like a sailor, and I'm trying to get better about that. But I edit that stuff for you guys here on the channel, and I try to bring you a more muted version of myself, I guess you would say. So now I don't have to do that so much. So you're going to get a lot more of that. So that might be a positive, or that might be a negative for you guys, I don't know. You'll notice that in my last Jimmy P's Blu-ray Find video that I just put out. You'll notice some of the changes in the language and dialogue there. So expect more of that going forward. So that's pretty much it, I think, covering what we're gonna do about COPPA moving forward and the future of the channel. You're still gonna get the horror movie reviews, you're still gonna get the deep dives, wrestling content. If I go out and play in Magic tournaments out in the wild, we're still gonna film that. I'm trying to go to a horror convention maybe this year, so looking into that. No, I can't give you a release on anything, information on that right now, because nothing's been confirmed. But yes, thanks for watching my videos. As always, like, subscribe, share. Rod Peach Productions, Jim P, I'm out.